You know, the English language is just massive. We're talking over 1 million words. But think about your daily conversations for a sec. How many of those words do you actually use to get your point across? What if I told you the answer wasn't thousands, but just a few hundred?
Yeah, let's really sit with that question. Forget about writing poetry or a novel for a moment. Just think about pure, simple communication. What's the absolute bare minimum you need to get an idea from your head into someone else's? Are we talking a few thousand words? 10,000? What do you think?
Well, according to one really influential theory, the answer is just 850. Yep, that's it. 850. And this isn't just some number pulled out of a hat. It's the carefully chosen core of a system called Basic English. Now, the fascinating thing about Basic English is its goal. It was never designed to replace the rich, full English language. Not at all. Instead, it was meant to be a kind of super efficient toolkit, a universal bridge for international business, for travel, for science, built using only the most useful, hardest working words out there. Okay, so that raises a pretty huge question, right? How on earth do you choose just 850 words from a pool of 1 million? What makes one word so special, so essential, that it gets a spot on this very exclusive list? Well, to figure that out, let's put one of those words right under the microscope. The word we're going to dive into is break. By looking at its entry in the Simple English Wiktionary, which is perfect for this because it's built for maximum clarity, we can really start to see why this seemingly ordinary word is actually a communication powerhouse. All right, let's start with the most basic thing about any word, its sound. And right away, the word break gives us a classic challenge for anyone learning English, which it turns out is also a huge clue to just how useful it is. You see, break is a homophone for break. They sound exactly the same. This is a perfect example of why context is just everything in language. One single sound can mean the device that stops your car or the act of smashing a plate. You can't break a promise, and you definitely don't want to brake at a red light. But it's not just about the sound. The real secret weapon for the word break is its flexibility. This is an incredibly efficient word because it does the work of two. It's a two-for-one deal. First, it's a noun, a thing. You know, the physical part of a machine, like a car or a bike, that makes it slow down. It's something tangible you can actually point to. Here's a great example of it in action. The crash was caused by the car's brakes failing. In this sentence, brakes are the specific physical objects that malfunctioned. The meaning is crystal clear. No confusion. But this is where its value really doubles. Break isn't just the thing, it's also the action of using that thing. As a verb, it means you're actively making something slow down. Take this sentence. Jimmy braked to avoid hitting the cat. Here, Jimmy is performing an action. That one single word, braked, tells the entire story of him using the brake system to reduce his speed. Now that is linguistic efficiency. So we've looked at its sound, we've seen it as a noun, and we've seen it as a verb. Let's pull all that together and answer our main question. Why does break make the cut for that exclusive 850-word list? It makes the cut because break basically checks every box for what an essential word should be. It's versatile. It's doing two jobs at once as a noun and a verb. It's concrete. It describes a clear physical idea. It is absolutely essential for the concept of safety and control. And finally, it's common. We talk about it all the time with cars, bikes, and all sorts of machines. And that's really what this 850-word list is all about. It's not a collection of the easiest words. It's a finely tuned toolkit of the most powerful and efficient words out there. Every single one, just like break, was chosen because it delivers the absolute maximum amount of meaning with the minimum amount of effort. This whole idea really makes you appreciate the hidden machinery of language, doesn't it? And it leaves me with a final question for you. What other simple words do you use every single day that are secretly holding a surprising amount of power? Think about it.